Okay, so let me give you the reason why business credit is good. Because you might be saying, why do they charge like $3,000 or $1,500 just for me to do it myself? Because you remember that the lifeblood of your business is cash and money, your ability to pay bills, to maintain yourself, and to maintain your life and everything else like that. But if you do not know how to generate profit at will, that means you're going to have to use some form of financing at some point in time. You're going to need a cash infusion. There's going to be times when you did not generate cash flow like you thought you did because the variables that affect the cash flow in your business changed out of your control. Right? Like the pandemic was a variable that hit many businesses that you could not control. And if you did not know how to then generate the money you need because people were no longer allowed to come to shop in your store, then what happened? You were out of business, right? Or you had to shut down, or you couldn't do, right? So let's say when the gym shut down and nobody could have come to the gym, if the gym owner did not know how to quickly set up a virtual exercise program to the list of customers that they were dealing with, then they made no money at all. So your business is highly dependent on your ability to get access to financing whenever you need it, especially when you do not know how to make profit at will, right? So if you need financing and you don't have business credit, that means that every single time you go to borrow money, use your credit card, or you use your social security number to guarantee a loan that you're getting, you are getting hit for utilization and your credit scores goes down. And when your credit scores go down, the different program funding options that you have available becomes less to you. So that means you get caught in the hamster wheel of getting only like merchant cash advances and having low credit, and you're stuck there forever and ever because banks no longer lend to small business owners if you don't have A+ credit and A+ financials, right? So that means you will not be able to get any money from a bank, period. You're not going to be able to qualify for any other type of funding other than the most expensive premium funding programs. And every time you use your money and your credit card, goes down. Now with business credit now, you can get access to business credit cards. You can get access to where you can maximize those credit cards without being penalized. That's a good benefit that you can get if you can get a business credit card. And now there are a lot of credit cards being offered to business owners where you don't have to have that extremely high credit score like you once did. And you could also use a secured business credit card to get the same result. So what happens is you could take this loan and then go put it on a secured business credit card, and now you have money that you can use repeatedly over and over again and max out without it affecting your credit score. So do you understand how important that is when you need to access big chunks of money and you don't want to be penalized? You don't want your score to be going down. So that's one of the things it is. Okay, so let's look at the key differences of personal credit versus business credit. There are some similarities, but each entity, each personal has their own set of unique guidelines versus business credit, and they have their own agencies that monitor the score. Okay? So let's read this passage. The importance of a strong business credit profile. To exist, a business must meet its regular expenses, otherwise it cannot stay viable. A strong business credit profile can make all the difference whether you get the cash you need to operate. A business can experience many phases which require an infusion of cash over the course of its life cycle. That is why it's so important for you to have access to credit. A business credit profile not only helps you secure operating funds, but it can also play a role in determining lenders' interest rates and terms. It can be the deciding factor in whether a business is eligible to receive specific types of commercial loans, each of which have their own uses and benefits. Okay? So then they go about and tell you how you get business credit and what you need to do. And this is what the platform helps you to develop and monitor and make sure you're doing properly. Okay? So look at they talk about you having to incorporate your business and getting your EIN and opening a business account, which many of you have, but you also have to register with Dun and Bradstreet and get a specific loan, phone line for your business. And you have to take out a revolving loan. You have to do things. You got to send triggers, send signals to the business credit bureaus to show that you are a viable business paying your bills on time. So this is where you have to learn how to play the finance game and play the game. So to appear that you have a profile that is favorable. Okay, so these are the things that you get and along with the vendor credit. That's another thing that you get with business credit, is that you get access to services and products on net 30 to net 180 days. So that means you can have between 30 days and even up to 6 months to pay a bill. So that gives you a long stretch of time to generate cash flow before you get to pay for something that you need to consume. A lot of small business owners use vendor credit to maintain their daily lifestyle of groceries and taking care of their family, and so that they can keep all the cash operating in their business to pay workers and to pay bills that they need to exist. Okay, so business credit is a tool in your arsenal of financing that gives you a lot more leverage to play the game of finance until you become to a point in your business that you know how to generate profit with or without credit. When you get to the point where you could calculate, okay, I need to make $100,000 to pay off this debt, and I'm going to launch this campaign, and this is the return I expect to get, and this is how I'm going to do it, and this is what I'm going to say, and blah blah blah. Until you get to the point where you could do that at will, then you need to have every tool in your arsenal for financing up to par, and business credit is the ace in the hole when it comes to financing for small businesses. So I will give you access to a platform that will allow you to build your business credit if you take a loan of at least $7,000 from me. So if you are watching this right now and you didn't really intend to get a loan, but you was being curious to see what I'm talking about, well, get yourself a little small loan, put it in your bank account, use it as a way to create a signal, use that $7,000 to go get yourself a secured business credit card and start sending signals to the business banking system that you are a business that can get money whenever you apply for it. Okay? Thank you.